What's up, Rewatchers? It's Dustin here to let you know that this show may feature strong or inappropriate language, so please be mindful of who around you can hear it. Also, we assume that you've at least watched the show or the episode we will be discussing. If not, just be warned that there are spoilers ahead. But really, it's your fault because these shows have been out for a while. Enjoy. I wrote my notes completely differently, and I'll tell you why I wrote my notes differently and how it's going to be more of a brief cap this time. Not really a brief cap, but it's closer to one.
Yeah.
Well, because a couple weeks ago, I broke my finger.
Dustin, what you done?
For those of you who can't see, I have a cast on my finger. So.
Oh, look at it! Oh, you got boo-boo.
So it was kind of hard to type. So.
Oh, bless you! How did you do that?
Oh, I tripped going up the steps, and I put my hand out, and I broke the tip of my finger. And, so now I have to wear this for 6 weeks.
Oh, wow!
Yeah.
I mean, it's the perfect accessory.
I know, right? Welcome back to the Rewatch Recap. I am Dustin, and this is the show where we rewatch shows for nostalgia or pure amusement. Again, with me is Chelley, and she's from Tales Point Horror Book Club on Instagram. Woohoo! Hey, Chelley.
Hello! Thanks for having me back.
Well, we had to keep going, didn't we?
Well, yeah.
we couldn't stop the
train. We're halfway.
And we're done. Hope you didn't want to watch the whole show. But yeah, so we're doing Misfits Series 2. Chelley is back. She's my resident Brit friend. Well, no, I had two. My resident Brit friend is actually Max, because he lives in the States. But
oh, at least he's a bit closer to you.
Britain.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh gosh. Okay, so let's get into this, because this is actually going to be I think it's going to be a shorter episode. I'm not sure. We'll see.
We'll see.
Because I had to write it out differently, which I said earlier, because I broke my finger and I was not able to write as well. So there's going to be a lot of typos I'm going to be reading too. But here we go with Misfits Series 2, Episode 4, which I am now calling Gamer's Gonna Game.
Oh, I like that. I'm just calling it Conti. That's it.
Conti. Yeah. Ugh. That's the one thing I remember from that episode originally. So, okay. Previously on Misfits, Alicia slept with future Simon, and he told her to never tell his past self about his future self, basically, or whatever. Yeah. That's kind of hard to say.
It's very confusing.
It is confusing. Kelly told Nathan that she just wants to be friends, and Curtis made a connection to some random girl from his recent flash forward. But she's dying. She's got some kind of breathing machine. She says she needs a new heart transplant or something. That's basically what we get from that. Now, in this episode, it seems the gang has a new community service member.
Woohoo!
This guy, what a piece of work. It was like, you see all these, he's putting on this thing. You don't know who's putting on you're thinking it's one of them, right? Putting on the jumpsuit. And then next thing you know, you see this guy, and it's like, he has a rat tail haired. What?
It's such a rat tail, isn't it?
So trashy. That is
the way he flips it around.
Although he seems nice enough, because he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" They're like, "Hey, this is and they're like, "What's your name?" He's like, "Ollie," and Ollie. Oi. But so they're like, "Yeah," and they're like, "We can't tell them about our powers. Don't tell them about our powers. Don't tell them." It's great.
Yeah.
But before that happened,
I love him as well as an actor, just generally. The guy who plays Ollie. He's been in a few things, over here.
Okay.
He was in Lovesick, and then Cheaters, which has been on recently over here, which is really, really good. I highly recommend it.
I don't know why, but Cheaters seems like a reality show where you're trying to catch people.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's like a drama comedy thing. They started off with like really short 10-minute episodes, and then they got a second series and did longer episodes, but it's really good. Fun.
Okay. I
Yeah.
will look into that. We'll see if we have
Yeah.
it over here. I'm not sure. But anyway, in lieu of that, we have a Misfits opening. Here comes Misfits opening. Sally's gonna go now. Go! Yeah!
Got it.
All right. I could have done my part better, but you did it awesome. So.
Perfection. It's only going to get worse from here.
Yeah, it is. All downhill. So, okay, we find out that Ollie was arrested for vandalism at a coal power station because he was protesting their CO2 emissions, which, Nathan scoffs at that, of course.
Yeah.
And, after they've said we can't tell them about our powers, he goes, so anybody got any powers? Anybody got infected by that storm? Because I got a power.
So eager.
Yeah. And they're like, they're not saying anything, but they're like, what can you do? And he's like, I can teleport. I'm like, oh, really? Show us then. And he's like, it looks like he's going to himself.
Yeah.
And he's, and then next thing you know, boop, he's gone. But he's like only like 5 feet forward, just behind them. And they're like, oh, that was crap. And he was like, well, sometimes I go further.
He like leaves his little one sandal on the floor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah. I guess that's what you'd have to do. Well, I mean, the sandals easily come off.
Yeah,
right?
It must have come off in the force of him moving behind them.
Slipping right out. Slipping through the air. I don't know what they do. Different people teleport in different ways, You see that like either they just completely pop out of existence and pop up somewhere else, or they do that whole like Star Trek thing where like they basically explode their cells into like miniature cells and then make them over here. That's basically what they do.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll get into that another time, but that's the whole thing. They're basically recreating people on the other side of wherever. So it's crazy. Anyway.
Yeah.
So they're out walking and talking and blah, 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 blah. And then some guy shows up and he's like in a car and he's kind of nuts. He's like, where's Conti? And he sees them and we see through his eyes that they look like video game characters.
Yeah.
So, and so he's like, where is he? And I think, was it Nathan that says, oh, that's Conti right there. And it's Simon.
Yeah, I think because when he's going, where's Conti? And Nathan like points at Simon and goes, oh, it's him. He's a right Conti.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And so the guy's like, what? And then for some reason, Ollie's like, hey, I have like training in like, I guess therapy training or something. I don't know what he says, but
something like that.
He gets up and he goes, hey, how are you doing? And the guy raises the gun and shoots him right in the head.
Oh, he just doesn't hesitate. It's just like
boom,
straight
and
away.
they take off. They're like running. They're oh my god! And they run. They're all and they all end up on the roof, like laying down the roof low to hide from this guy.
Covered in brains.
Nathan looks over and he's like, I don't see anybody. Then all of a sudden he goes, oh, there's Ollie. I guess he survived. And then they're like, hey, and they all look over and they don't see him. He goes, oh, that must be his ghost then. And he goes, hey, Ollie, sorry you got killed, mate. All that. And then Ollie like flips him off. And so he flips Ollie off. Then he was like, it's so funny.
It's so funny. And I love that we see Nathan's power of seeing ghosts again. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Suddenly we like jump to like Ollie's being taken away. They cut into his chest. They take his heart out and they transplant it into the girl that Curtis had met earlier. And I still don't know her name. They still have not said her name.
No,
why did they do this on this show?
I kind of like it in a weird way.
Yeah, I do too, kind of, because it's like, how long is it going to take?
Yeah.
But, you only learn their name because you look up their name. Like,
yeah,
you learn their name.
I would love to know if that was like a conscious decision when they were writing or an accident. I really hope it was an accident.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's what the case was, because you're supposed to say the character's name at least once when you introduce them so you know who they are. At least. Yeah. Come on, guys.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, so anyway, so she's getting a heart transplant, and then Alicia's like, hey, she finds future Simon. She's like, why'd you let him die? Why'd you let Ollie die? And he was like, I had to, because if I didn't, somebody else would have. And
Yeah.
that's where we're seeing her waking up with the transplant. I'm like, oh, okay, so this is supposed to happen. I'm like, And then we find out the probation worker is more than pissed about Ollie because now he has all this paperwork to do.
Yeah, health and safety gone mad, I think he says.
He's
Something like
pissed
that.
about it. He's
Yeah,
mad at them.
He's actually got to do some work. I love this probation worker.
I do
This one
too,
is
kind of,
brilliant.
but
It's so good.
he's kind of goofy looking, but he's also kind of cute. I don't know something about him.
Yeah,
But,
he's kind of cute.
but anyway, so Nathan tries to con his way out of doing any more community service, saying he's really shooken up about that guy.
Yeah.
He didn't remember his name, Ollie. And it backfires because, that's where he gets more work to do. And don't do that.
Yeah, no.
So Simon says they need to stop the video game guy. Like, that's their current mission. And Alicia agrees, which is, Curtis is like, you agree with him? And he's like, he disapproves of this.
Very out of character for Alicia.
Yeah, it's clear something's going on.
Yeah, she's just like, what? We got to do something? Nah,
she doesn't want to get involved,
No.
And Nathan says that they should stay out of it, he's like, Curtis is surprised that he's actually agreeing with Nathan. So it's kind of how that worked out. Anyway, meanwhile, Transplant Girl is teleporting to where Ollie's body is. Like, it's like her heart wants to be back in Ollie.
Yeah, it's really cool effect as well.
It was
quite like
cool, but it's creepy. She wakes up and says, oh my gosh, it's this dead guy.
Yeah.
And then she teleports back to the hospital where she was, but she's standing outside of her room, I guess, or her area. Wasn't really a room, but
Yeah.
She's like, I think I might, can I get another heart, please? Because something's going on with this one.
Yeah, the way she just like asks for another heart, like they've got them on supply, and the doctor says as such as well. Like, we haven't just got them lying around,
Yeah, and he's like, and you're well now. We try to make you well. Job accomplished.
Yeah, we treat sick people.
I know. You're like, you're fine. You don't need a new heart.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, how do people not know at this point that there's all these times that people get heart transplants and they take on like personality of the person who had the heart before them, or maybe a talent somehow they gain. Isn't that weird how that happens?
Yeah, I find it's really touching and fascinating at the same time. Like, when you hear certain stories, like, it's amazing, really. It's like,
I wonder if like an ugly person got a hot person's heart, if they would suddenly be beautiful to everyone.
You never know.
I mean, maybe it kind of casts that spell,
Yeah.
You're beautiful.
Something to think about.
I mean, give me that heart, please. Like,
same.
Please. I mean, my goodness. Okay. So it looks like the honeymoon is over for Curtis and Alicia. Oh. They're arguing about basically everything. And she asks if, are you finished with me? And I'm like, girl, you are like, it's like she's trying to make it happen. She is, because she's sleeping with future Simon at this point. She's acting like she's all upset about this relationship ending. I'm like, you're sleeping with another guy.
She's trying to follow what Simon told her to let it finish naturally, but she is trying to make it happen quicker.
Yeah, definitely. Just let it happen. If she let it happen naturally, things probably would have turned out a lot different later.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so he's like, things hadn't been right with them for a while, and they basically break up. It's kind of mutual.
Yeah.
Like, they don't really.
I would say both really don't seem that bothered about the breakup. Like, they've got to that point. And also, they're being chased by the video guy whilst this conversation's happening, which is just hilarious.
They're like ducking around. They're like, okay, we're done.
Yeah.
Be careful. Like, I'm not care about you then. So. But yeah, he's still looking for Conti, chasing them around during this whole conversation. Conti, where are you? You owe me money. And then that's some kind of makeshift memorial for Ollie. And I was like looking at this thing, and it was written up, and I was like, was he queer? Because he had this big rainbow thing.
Yeah.
It's just going to seem out of place. I don't know.
Yeah.
They didn't say it, but maybe that's what the rat tail thing was about. I don't know. Sorry, that's horrible hairstyle. So the transplant girl sees Curtis and tells him that, hey, I got that guy's heart now. And Oh, by the way, thanks for the PJs that you gave me.
Oh, yeah, they're the right size, she says.
Oh, good.
Mm.
So he tells her about, the teleporting power that Allie had. And she's like, oh, okay. It starts to make sense now. And she gets mad because he has to leave to go to community service. And she's like, I wanted to go out and drink with you. And so, it's kind of like,
Oh, but he's like, it's very quick after the Alicia breakup, isn't it? So he definitely was well over it way before.
Well, he was already kind of flirting with this girl anyway beforehand. And then he had that flash forward and everything, and he saw her there. So they both had this future thing going on with their current people. You get what I'm saying? Isn't that weird?
That is weird. Yeah, little weird connection.
Well, speaking of that, Alicia and future Simon are getting closer, and she tells him, hey, I let it play out like you said. I ended it with Curtis. And so he's like, all right, here's a key to my place.
Those words we all want to hear.
Yeah, okay.
Very quickly.
Yeah, no. It's kind of a cool place. I don't like that it doesn't have any windows, but other than that.
I love how like the lighting comes on, like in like sections and. It's just pretty
like motion
cool,
censored almost.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
I don't like the lighting. I wish it was a little warmer.
Yeah,
but other than that, yeah. I would have done, a more yellow tone of a bulb.
Plenty of clocks around the place.
I'm going all HDTV over here. Anyway, so they're getting closer, and video game guy is still patrolling for Conti again.
Yeah,
just keeps going back to him, and he's running over people for points now.
The old lady.
Yes, he just went right over her.
It's like he just sees, and she's like, the whole scene. Oh, that whole scene. It's so funny. And then as the car drives past,
the best reenactment ever.
That's what she did. And then you just see like her trolley and her whatever was in the trolley just lying on the floor.
Points come up in his mind. He's like, "Well, got more points."
Oh, dude, that scene makes me
he's
laugh.
basically playing Grand Theft Auto, is what he's playing.
Yeah.
So, God, that's so funny. Anyway, okay, so he sees Kelly and Alicia, and they're walking to the community service, and then he chases them down with his car, and Alicia gets away, but he decks Kelly like right in the face. Before he thought Kelly looked like his ex-girlfriend. Remember?
Yes, that was it.
She's like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah,
and then
he's got like a knuckle duster on, hasn't he? And he kind of decks her with a knuckle duster kind of thing.
Oh, like a brass knuckle.
Yeah,
type of thing.
so that's it. Yeah.
So he tells Alicia at gunpoint, like he gets her to tell Conti to bring money to the warehouse nearby, right?
Yeah.
So Alicia tells the guys, and Nathan changes his tune now that Kelly's in danger. He's like, wait, I knew something was up with this guy. We had to do something about this because no one was listening to Simon.
No, they never
listened to Simon. And so video game guy yells for Conti from outside, or so they think, because they're running around looking for this guy, and turns out it's a video game that the guy apparently is fully immersed in. So it's an actual game. So basically, yes, he thinks he's part of this video game now. Yeah. So they're playing the game, and I guess they're trying to figure out his motivations and how he's going to go about things,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that would be the...
Yeah. And like, I'm sorry, I was just going to say, like, the thing is, he's obviously been playing this game since the storm, so he's obviously not very good at it. Because he's been playing it for a while.
Yeah, it has been a few months, at least.
Unless he's in like a loop, like when he gets to the end. And like, wouldn't someone have caught him by now? So many questions.
I want to know how this would all play out, but I don't at the same time. I don't want to be there for it.
No.
So, meanwhile, video game guy smacks Kelly and forces her to put on a white dress at gunpoint. And the probation worker finds the gang playing the game and basically forces them to go wash his car as a punishment, which they're like, like Nathan's like, I'm not going to wash your car. And they're like, Nathan, get his keys. He wants us to wash his car as part of our probation work. And they're like, huh? And he's like, just take the keys, Nathan.
Shut up, Nathan.
Oh my God. And so, so Simon goes stealth, and they drive over to like an armed van, and with the guard out front. He goes stealth and invisible, and he goes and grabs some money from this van. which is smart. I mean, and you know
Yeah.
what? I agree with Nathan. Like, why didn't they start this sooner?
Yeah. Oh dear. I mean,
You know?
they're not very clever. I mean, he does it just like flawlessly as well, like no fuss, goes in,
Well, the van
goes
kind of
out.
moves a lot as he's in it. Like,
Yeah.
he couldn't be a little bit more lighter footed. Oh.
But yeah, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so they bring the money to that warehouse, and Simon has an embarrassing time trying to slide it across the floor. He kind of kicks it, it goes halfway, and they're all just kind of look at him, and I'm like, just
This
go
is what
get
would
it,
happen to
Conti guy.
me.
Yeah, I know. And so he kind of kicks it a little bit more, and it still didn't go that far. And then finally, the guy's just like, just open it. See
Yeah.
what's inside.
See it. Show me the money.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because Kelly's hanging by her arms in the background
Yeah.
in a wedding dress. Why a wedding dress? I don't understand that. There was no reference to them getting married or anything.
No, I don't think so.
So, yeah. Anyway, so he sees the money. He sees it, and he's like, oh, level 8 complete.
Ding, ding, ding.
But now a new level, and Fat Tony says that there's an undercover cop in this organization.
Uh-oh.
So Video Game Guy now is pissed, and he wants to kill the cop. So one of them has to be a cop. And he strings them all up, like Kelly, all next to her. And he's going to get a chainsaw from his car until somebody tells him who the cop is. And they're all like, Nathan, tell him you're the cop. He's like, no, I'm not going to get cut up. And they're like, just tell him you're the cop, Nathan.
You'll
and
come back
he's
to
like,
life.
no.
You know, problem solved.
And I wonder if he would grow new limbs. I don't know. I wonder if that would, or if you could just like stick them back together and they just kind of heal.
Reattaches, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But no, he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. And he's trying to swing his way off the hook, and then he tries to like, he basically almost dry humps Simon trying to climb him with his legs.
I mean, it's just typical Nathan, isn't it? It just like has to be over dramatic.
He's a handful. He's a handful. That one,
but adorable.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Meanwhile, Transplant Girl, who's been waiting for Curtis for that drink because they're supposed to meet up, and he kind of knows it. You see it on his face when he's hung up.
Yeah.
She's like, she randomly like teleports to him because she wants to see him. And, but unfortunately, the Video Game Guy strings her up as well. And Simon tells Nathan to say, hey, you're the cop. Say you're the cop. And so that's when the Video Game Guy pulls Alicia down, and Nathan's like, I'm the cop. I'm the cop. And he's like, what? And he turns back, and Curtis kicks the guy in the face, kind of knocks him out a little bit, and not knocks him out, but puts him down for a minute, and he yells, Alicia, to run. So she does, and the Video Game Guy like runs after her, and he's about to shoot her. He gets ahead of her, and he's about to shoot her, and then future Simon, masked vigilante Simon, shows up, drops down just as the guy fires a shot and gets shot and dies.
Can't believe it. Because really, so Alicia should have died at that point, I'm taking it, and he saved her from dying. I mean, there's so many conversations and questions we can have about how that affects everything, but like,
it makes a dual universe. That's all it does. It always makes a new branch of a universe, and you change the course of things.
Yeah, and I love that. So he sacrifices himself to save Alicia, and I love that.
Yeah, I thought it was sweet. And he's like, this is what had to happen, and I need you to do me a favor. She's like, let me call you an ambulance. He goes, no, you have to do this. There's petrol over there. Basically, cover me in it and burn me up.
Yeah.
And so reluctantly she does. But they're all still hanging up this entire time. She's like,
they aren't important to her at this moment.
She's going through all the emotions of like, grief, all the stages of grief in this like half hour. I'm guessing she's gone.
Yeah.
And before she burns him up and watches him burn, like,
yeah,
I mean, my goodness, it's crazy, it's nuts. So
she's
anyway,
like, they can just wait, like they're not important.
Seriously. So he shoots Simon, and his video game mind sees, Conti has been killed. He's into this level, and now he has a whole new mission to start, and he just turns and walks away. That's when Alicia has to burn Simon and all that stuff. That's what all went down. But she still leaves them hanging up.
She still leaves them. She still don't care.
But so later on, it jumps to now Simon, and he's looking at a news article. He sees it, and it shows it to Kelly, and it says that the video game guy was arrested. And she kind of is like, of course, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And Alicia walks up and looks at Simon, and he asks, are you all right? She nods, and he just kind of walks off, and she's like, all sad, but
she's really sad.
She's still got Simon. It's just not her Simon.
But he's still he still asks her if she's okay. Like, there's still that side there. Like, it's there. It's just not fully ignited yet.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. He hasn't become the version she needs.
No.
Kind of.
No, that's it.
But she sees that potential.
Yeah.
There you go.
I like that.
Meanwhile, Transplant Girl and Curtis are official now. They're kissing happily and everything. It's like, oh, lovey-dovey and blah, 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 blah. I don't care about that. So Alicia goes to future Simon's hideout and cries over him. And she's looking at the photo of them in Vegas. And I'm like, when does this happen? We don't know.
Yeah.
And
she said, doesn't she, that she would like to go to Vegas before he dies. She says this to him. And then obviously she sees the photograph that they've actually been. It's like, oh, wow.
Tears.
I know. Sad.
End of episode. So that was, episode 4 of Misfits Series 2. We had a good time, didn't we, kid?
I really love this episode, though. I think it's a really strong episode.
I do too. I think it had some really good one-liners in there. Like when the gang decides not to tell Ollie about their powers, and someone says, "What if he does find out?" And Simon says, "We'll kill him." And then smiles and laughs. I thought that was pretty funny.
That one. I really like the line when Kelly says, "That's what happens when blokes spend all their time playing computer games and wanking over porn on the internet."
True that. That is true. She's just stating facts. That's all she's doing.
Yeah, I really like that one.
Oh, yeah. I love those lines. My best character for this episode was Transplant Girl for adapting so quickly to their lives.
Oh, wow.
She really did.
Yeah, she did.
Like, she got a transplant and then ended up and walking in the same episode. Like, it was no recovery time. No, like some kind of physical, what do you call it?
Like a phenomenon that she's got so quick.
Yeah, like she's super healing or something. It's weird. Yeah. Anyway, so and my worst character for this episode was Nathan, because he really did not do anything to help anyone.
Oh, wow. We've got such very different So my favourite, first of all, I put Ollie because he took one for the team and got shot in the head. So, and he kind of starts that catalyst stuff, doesn't he? But obviously, a big shout out to Alicia, because her character changes so much in this episode, and this is the episode where I really started loving Alicia, because they just calmed her down a lot in this series, I thought, and this was the episode that turned it. But my worst character is Curtis.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, why's that?
Because I don't think he adds anything to the episode. Like, nothing. He's just kind of there. Like, I feel really bad. He kind of got sidelined a little bit, I think, in the start of, in this series, apart from maybe a future episode. But I feel like he kind of got sidelined with the whole Alicia and Super Hoodie Guy storyline. So for me, just because he doesn't really do a lot, so I was like, don't do much, didn't need him, could have had the episode without him. I feel really bad saying that.
Oh, well, we all have our opinions. So out of 5 superpowered lightning bolts, I gave this 4.5. What would you give it?
I gave it 5.
5?
Only,
okay.
Yeah, 5, because I just really think the guy who plays the video game guy is just absolutely brilliant. I love the storyline. I just think it's cool, and it moves the story
the video game
on.
Guy. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
That's
but
all right.
The video game, he walked just like a video game character. Like he did everything
he was
just perfectly.
So good. And I think I read an interview that apparently back in the day, they asked the guy who plays Curtis and the guy who plays Simon who their favourite villain was in the series, and they actually said the video game guy. He said he was so good.
Yeah, he did he inhabited that character. He was perfect.
Yeah, it was so good. So yeah, I really liked it, and it moves the story along really nicely as well.
There's a good catalyst to get people in and out of situations to like talk real quick, but then not. Yeah, that's actually what it was. They had to hide and they talk, and then they.
Yeah, it's a cool episode.
What did you think, rewatchers? Did you like this episode? Did you like Video Game Guy as the villain of the episode? What do you like about the developments? We want to hear from you. Reach out to us on TikTok or Blue Sky or even on YouTube. Comment below. Subscribe. Come back for new episodes. I'm getting the hang of this thing, so their surprises are going to be coming ahead and a lot of changes. So we're going to see how this works. Anyway, meanwhile, pray for my finger to heal quickly, and we will see you next time here on the Rewatch Recap. Bye, everybody.
Bye.